_bit. Says. Now we're cooking chat.
Oh shit. Shit. And then the stream starts, I guess. I try and look at chat while stream happens. Cool. Eventually I'll like explain this if people are actually watching. But I think I have the VOD set up, so I'm gonna do this for my own edification later. But what we're working on is our punchable, stompable controllers for my rhythm-based boxing game. Gonna be cool. Gonna be a cool game, I think. Silent Hill down. Like a loud hill. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's gonna be like punchable buttons. They're super simple in their construction, but I gotta put some foam, or I gotta put some latex on the foam to protect them. So, answer questions if people actually end up watching any of this. Type them in chat, I've got the text-to-speech set up. And Vanna White some of this. Both, I got 2 cameras, it's 2 camera. Got a lot of, it's a lot of very fancy Twitch things happening. But, got a first test here was like, if you put the latex on right on the foam, it soaks up really quickly. It's like real deep. But does the stream look like shit? Is it like really slow? Yes. Shouldn't be. I have very good ping. Well, it's all green to me. Let's see, who knows? Maybe it's just my webcam fucking up again. Anyway, so we've got, this is the latex I use. Same latex we use for the Kaiju Big Battle. This bucket is so hard to open. I don't think I ever opened it right the first time because I still got this thing on it. I don't know. I have to change up something. My Firefox has been like eating my fucking frames recently. Eating my memory up. Sucks because like if I can't. See, my computer's struggling. Anyway, here's a big gross vat of latex. Give that a once over the old palette knife. Good thing we don't have a smell-o-vision, to be honest with you. Ooh. I think it's my computer that's introducing lag, not my connection speed. Which is a bummer. It's new PC time. Goop Gang, are you using OBS? It might be the compression because your audio is good. Use a stimulus check. Yeah, dude, for real. Yo, Ergo, Gordon, human name.
Ergodemise.
Thank you for correcting me,
Says.
chat. Oh, that's gonna read all the chat to me
Build
now.
new PC out of latex and foam. Kumahara. Says. Yeah, what at Ergodemise said. Audio is good. Feed gets choppy.
Yeah, I think the feed gets choppy because my,
Says. Iu. Ergodemise. Says.
Alright.
Please know whom name. Ergodemise. Says. We are all monsters here.
Yeah, I just set up the speech to chat, so I hope anyone can hear that but me, if I did it right.
Kumahara. Says. Screen reader.
Yeah, I have all these, I have two cameras, I'm waiting for my, I have my like DSLR set up, but it overheats, I'm waiting to get my AC adapter.
Kumahara. Says. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
Very good. Classic memes. So now that you guys are actually here, I don't know if anybody heard the first part, but I can explain what I'm doing if anybody cares. Figured to learn a little bit. I'm no expert, but Randy and Andy at the Kaiju Big Battle have taught me a little bit. We're just gonna get into it, I think. Try and use my enormous brain to make decisions.
Ergodemise. Says. Is this a forbidden cake stream?
Yeah, I don't maybe know what that means, but yes, it absolutely is. Please report me. I assume that's a reportable offense. So I think what I want to do, I feel weird, this is like a
Kumahara.
very bad
Says.
Bon Appetit video.
The cursed cake.
Yeah, I think I want to do this with like
Ergodemise.
just regular Xbox
Says.
controller colors. I'm not sure though.
It looks delicious.
Yeah. This is one way. Tearing your skin apart. Ah. I feel like the lighting was better in here, like before I hit stream, and then the clouds all rolled in. I don't have enough lights in my house.
Says. Bro, there's way too many cars driving around outside your window, it make me anxious.
I'm on the second floor.
Says. They are looking for you at Kumahara.
I have to have the window open, and my mic has to go by my window, because if I have the windows closed, I will die. This stuff smells so bad. Nice and clean. I should have gotten, I'm gonna have to run off cam to grab some paper towels. Fuck. Yeah, goop cam. Goop cam. So kind of the idea here was that, so what we have here are like the foam discs that you punch, and if I can...
Tooth pasta. Says. Goob.
Goob. So these are the controllers. This is like, I'm trying to see myself and what I'm holding at the same time. So you've got tinfoil on both sides.
Kumahara.
And in the middle you got the little donut
Says.
hole.
Goop gang, goop gang, goop gang.
So then we just run wires out of the tinfoil to this little guy. Ooh, look at that. We're gonna do some swatches. Ooh, it's an iPack brought to us by the fine folks at Ultimark. It's a very, very simple arcade, like a JAMA board situation. It just does like switch throws, on off, really simple. Eventually I'm going to upgrade it to an Arduino, so like when you push them, I can have like LED lights and stuff turn on. I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit, but I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit with a lot of lights and shit. When you see it on the MagFest floor, you're gonna be like,
Game underscore overture.
Fuck, this dude spent too much money.
Silent Hill goes well with Goop controllers. Kumahara. Says.
Goop gang, goop gang.
Negative squared capital letter B negative squared capital letter O negative squared capital
I
letter O
fucking
negative squared
turned
capital
off
letter O negative squared capital letter B.
Gotta go in the filters, make sure you can't do that, Kumo. That's all everyone's gonna post now, huh?
Says. Oh no.
Stream is an audio nightmare, I've already messed up. This really is the It's Alive of Twitch.
Kumahara. Says. LOLOL.
LOLOL. Okay, so...
Ergo demise. Says. Ergo D-drop.
So the other thing that I recently learned is about these boar bristle brushes. So if you have to use paintbrushes for your latex, kind of the preferred method. I've been trying to use this little palette knife and it hasn't really been cutting it. So you want to use these boar bristle brushes. These are like artificial boar bristles, because you can buy a lot of them. I've bought a box of them, a whole box of them. Because you pretty much instantly ruin the brush as soon as you put it in the latex. So you kind of have, everything is on a time limit until this shit dries. Speaking of which, I'm gonna close my bucket, my goop bucket back up. So each one of these little discs right now, I spent the past, I spent like every night for a week while watching movies. I would take the same kind of amount of latex as I did here, and I watered it down a bunch. And the watered down latex, when you water it down, it gets much lighter, so that way you can kind of form a seal.
Says. I wouldn't be able to prevent myself from just dunking this discs in the container of latex.
Yeah, you super don't want to do that. This Silent Hill music has no chill. Audio is just all over the place, huh?
Tooth pasta. Says. BOOP Gucket. Kumahara. Says. Pizza's 3 pizza.
So, a thing I've been thinking about, and I'm just gonna try and wing it because I didn't think about it at all enough before the stream, is if I check out my test sample here, this is the first time I tried color, and that's when I asked the kaiju guys about the latex being too heavy. So this blue was just, if you plunge the foam into the goop bucket, it's too heavy, sinks in, and it gets really crispy, and it's not. You can kind of see. Let me switch to the HD camera.
Says.
You can kind of see it's like
BOOP Gucket.
Very porous still, and it kind of doesn't fly. So on the other side, you can't really see it with your eyeballs, but you can definitely feel it start to get kind of plasticky. And that way the heavy latex won't get drunk up into it. The other thing was that I dyed the latex with acrylic paint, and I'm gonna do it again, but it's hard because it's very the color you see is not at all the color that you're gonna get. It's also hard because I want this to be, it's 4 buttons for each player, and I want them to be different colors.
Says,
so I have to switch out the
will it
latex
be able
a
to
lot.
absorb the sweat of dozens of wrestlers for 20 years?
It's funny because it's not supposed to absorb any sweat, is the idea, but we don't put latex on the inside of the suits. Which I'm actually gonna talk about. I'm gonna do this again with my kaiju costume on the Kaiju Twitch channel, as we make many attempts to make the Kaiju Twitch channel a thing. So now that I switched to a cobalt blue, which might be a bit better of a blue. I wanted to do the PlayStation face button colors, but I don't think I'm gonna figure that out. So we're just gonna do kind of red, yellow, blue, green. Just kind of how they come out of the tube. Whatever we get, we get. Because eventually, this is still a prototype of all these ideas, and eventually I'm going to swap all this shit out. I'm going to go to Pittsburgh, visit my man Scoot Pooch Kyle. Socks McGox, as he prefers to be called, Socks. He's an arcade boy, and he's going to help me figure out a more permanent solution. I have some sketches about what this is eventually going to look like, and the Unity project of what the game looks like. I'd probably have to do on another stream, because it seems like my laptop does not want to do 2 cameras and Unity at the same time. But eventually it's going to be more of like less of an arcade cabinet and more of a set of controllers. If you've ever been to like Alt Control GDC, maybe more like that. Gonna add some more blue. Acrylic. I used to be a painter, and then I kind of gave up. I describe my paint style as everything I do really shitty at editing. I just really like to like slather paint on and just kind of like build up layers until the painting looked like I wanted it to look.
Says Goophausen.
Goophausen. That's something.
Says, would you want to have controllers that can tell the difference between a hard and soft punch?
That's a good question. I don't think I want that. So, in my research for this, I've the Street Fighter 1 had a run of arcade machines that had like hit sensitive buttons. Like you could, it would because Street Fighter 1 is a very bad game. It would detect how hard you hit it. And what they pretty much learned is that the controllers just didn't survive. Like you couldn't take a beating like that. So I think just to like discourage people from going too hard on my machine, I think I'm just gonna have it be kind of a binary situation. Binary controls for non-binary people. So the world we must suffer through. Always, hey, stay hydrated. It's just water. It's just water. Okay, let me... HD camera. Oh god, it's slippy. Slippy boys. So... Maybe the lighting on that one is bad? I don't know. Maybe this camera's better for it. Logitech boy. That's the blue. It's like a baby blue,
Ergonomize.
but I think it's gonna dry
Says,
darker.
As a reminder, everyone be sure to drink your hockey.
Yeah, please everyone, get the puck in you. If you drink your hockey, you'll get closer to gritty.
Ergonomize. Says, Periwinkle blue.
Yeah, so it's periwinkle right now. I think it might dry darker. The one that I did before is like the color is maybe not super accurate on the camera because I've played with the settings a little bit. It is just the ugliest blue. It is very disappointing. So periwinkle might be nice. Might be a happy accident. So we're just gonna get that going. Goop gang, goop gang. Hope you guys are surviving quarantine alright. So this is something I haven't quite figured out yet.
Says, the uglier the color, the more people want to punch it.
That's a
Ergonomize. Says, number game design.
So this is a little problem I haven't quite riddled out yet, and I don't know if it's because I'm being stupid and not cleaning my Talenti jar in between appliances, applications. But I'm getting these little hunks of dried latex in the paint. It's a little flex. Like as it dries, I can kind of like scoop them out, but I just don't. It's not going to be smooth, so that might be another question for the Kaiju commissioner. Kaiju boss man. Not the commissioner, he's like a puppet or dead. I don't know what happened to him. I'm just gonna play my Silent Hill, or not mine, my friend's Silent Hill record that was left here, but I feel like I don't want to try and... I'm really bad at OBS and streaming stuff. I'm not trying to mess around with another audio. Like, there might be people in my Discord chat that we can't hear. I'm just not gonna bother figuring that out right now. I don't think they are.
Ergonomize. Says, is there something like acetone that can break down latex that you could apply as a finisher to smooth it out?
Yeah, there is a... you can forget what it's called, but there is like an acid, but I think it's kind of an all or nothing deal. I think if I applied any kind of anything like that, it's just gonna chew through everything kind of indiscriminately. I think the smoothness has to come out of the application process. I really wanna like to look actually looking at shit. Smart. I just want to kind of brush out these guys, which is hard. They're really numerous and kind of all over, kind of in the because like as it dries in the brush, it's also adding that. A lot of problems. A lot of problems. But I'm sure also like if with use, it'll kind of get smoothed out. That's the other thing is I really just want to get this done so I can start, you know, playtesting the game with the actual controls, and I need a stress test and get like a idea of how comfortable it is to actually punch these things. Wish I had more of like a Bob Ross voice. I think I like have... Everybody thinks they have the worst voice, but I think I might be right. First one. I just want to be on Twitch long enough that I can start being like, thanks for the 500 bits, Twitch chat. And become Australian is what I mean by that. Ooh, this is like my favorite song on the from Silent Hill, Trace. I'm just gonna let that sit. I'm probably gonna have to do a couple coats.
Ergonomize. Says, gives 100 Australian bits.
Hell yeah, Australian bits, the exchange rate's not doing too hot. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not think that... I don't know the USD to bits conversion off the top of my head, but I can tell you it's probably better than the Aussie one. One of the women I do Muay Thai with had to she's from Australia, and she had to get out of the country back to back to the land of
Tooth
Oz
pasta.
before the borders
Says.
closed.
Gives 100 Andalusian Columbies.
Yeah, Andalusian Columbies. Nice try, computer voice. You almost got that. Yeah, my friend went back to Australia, started posting pictures. She's got the most, like, cartoon perfect, Dalmatian back home. So yeah, got the controllers. If you guys have any, like, questions about what I'm doing,
Tooth pasta.
shout them out.
Says. Andalusian Columbies.
Colder, I think. But yeah, so these are the contacts. These are kind of sloppy, just tinfoil backed with tape. So this stack is all player 2, and this stack is all player 1. I've got ready to go. Got my wire cutters. Got some new package of wiring. Stoked to crack into. I really need to start going to just straight up go to Home Depot or hardware store and buying large spools of wire, because this Amazon shit is not cutting it. You go through so much so fast. Surviving. Scooping. Tighter on that. So this is gonna be fun, because this gonna be fun for me after the stream, because this stuff kind of takes forever to dry completely, and it does not stop smelling. It doesn't stop smelling ever, but it doesn't stop smelling harshly for a couple of days. Got some 3-wick candles. Try and fight the pungency. So now we have to, we're gonna call an audible. I haven't really figured out how to paint the sides yet. I'm gonna have to get like a, you know what I mean, like a thing to you know, just try and use a roll of tape. I don't know shit. Wait, that's not very chill, it's not really fine.
Ergodemise. Says. Why not wait until the whole button is assembled before doing the sides?
So the assembly still kind of eludes me. Right now I'm just sort of taping the contacts to the foam. And my hope was to not completely seal the buttons in case I need to change something about the wiring. So I didn't want to like seal the wires in with latex. But I think eventually I might have to, just for the structural integrity. Again, something I don't really know. A lot of this is a learning process. I think about a lot of these aspects. Like I feel like anything anybody asks about this project, I've definitely given some thought to every angle of this. But unfortunately, I'm very smooth-brained, thinky-hurdy, and I'm just kind of going for it. Because if I don't do anything, it's never gonna get anywhere. Let's try some stuff. Fail at some stuff. See how it goes. Another cool thing is if you leave the foam out in the sun, it gets really yellow and gross. Comparison. You can start to see like tree age rings. I swear it's like that because of the sunlight. Not some other gross thing.
Ergodemise says, sometimes thinking out loud makes you reconsider ideas you previously discarded. Tooth pasta says, toasty.
Now that's toasty. I didn't know you played Mortal Kombat, Tooth Pasta. Yeah, Ergo, that is a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have to fail at some point to figure out what's the best course of action.
Oh god, she said that very slow. I did not like it.
Yeah, I don't have any control over her. If she wants to put a little, she wants to express her sexuality because you typed toasty, then like I'm gonna have to let her do it. See, I spilled a lot of latex. I haven't really figured out how to get out of the bucket, so I've got this fucking puddle. Trying not to put stuff in.
Toast eye.
Toast eye. Who's in the chat? Oh, we got some people in the chat. Cool. I hope you're enjoying this. I don't know if this is good video or not. I don't know if it's like chill enough, too chill. Who can say? But I think I'm committed to not painting the bottoms of the controllers because like I'm not gonna see them, so I don't think I care about that. So I'm just gonna do the tops and the sides of the bottoms. Here we go again, another Twitch stream and talking about tops and bottoms.
Tooth pasta says, Bug says you're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks, Bug. I want to put Togo on stream, but I don't know.
Ergodemise
It's gone.
Says, can you hide references to the Illuminati inside the controller?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, like...
Ergodemise.
Dude, it's like an all-seeing eye. Started it already.
This way we have something to blame when we play bad.
Is that's... I've never really been to a tournament. Is that what... People are like, the Illuminati's inside my Wavebird. People don't play with Wavebirds in tournaments. You can't have that wireless latency. I'm showing my ass, I'm not a real gamer.
Ergodemise says, I haven't either, but how could I, a gamer, be bad?
It's true.
Ergodemise says, the math just isn't there.
No, I took it to the boys in the labs, we ran the numbers, and it's just, I'm good at video games, so... Gotta blame, who's in the Illuminati? Beyonce, I know. She's in the Illuminati. Taking the old controller apart is definitely one of my more smooth brain, no thinky moments. Like I redid the wiring before I started painting for some reason. Everything's kind of goofed up. Ugh, this table's not high enough, hurting my back. So nobody cares, but I did stream. So, can you get an F for my eyebrows going in the chat? Wasting good brows on this dark video.
Ergodemise says, eyes.
Good smells going. Again, I don't know where Twitch is at with the smell-o-vision development. I don't know what the boys in the labs are working on, but really gonna become a prolific streamer once people can smell the goop. Smelling the goop is 77% of the goop, I would say. Much like the Silent Hill games, it's all in the smell design. I was gonna say audio design, that's not right. It is right for Silent Hill, it's not right for this. Smelling with my ears. God, I'm so stupid. It's not. Chief.
Ergodemise says, I really don't want to browse Twitch and see thirsty bois spamming lady streamers. Can you turn on smell for your feet? Ergodemise says, so please no smell.
You're so right. Nobody wants their feet. The last thing you want in your Twitch stream is somebody's foot smell. Yeah, so I've been playing with a lot of different kinds of foam for a lot of projects. So this is actually I feel like I'm just gonna say a bunch of shit, but if you guys watch like a real cosplayer's stream, get more education. But I cut apart a yoga mat I got at like Five Below, and I've been using that as my like templating foam because I don't care about it, and it's a lot easier to hold than just paper. So yeah, like templated out this cone, and that's how I started my other project, my kaiju project, that will be on the kaiju Twitch stream. And the silly craft foam that that tooth pasta, shout out tooth pasta in the chat, left at my home, or gave me. It's more for decorating. And then I've got this big boy of the, I think it's 10 centimeter thick EVA. This is like the real cosplaying stuff. Not good for kaiju. Fans of the kaiju big battle. It's too dense. It's too dense and too expensive for the whole suit. It's not
Tooth pasta.
not gonna help you when you fall on your
Says.
butt.
Everyone coming to Silent Hill cult asking for me to turn smell on buddy, they won't even let me sniff the seal of Metatron.
Damn. What do you think the seal of Metatron smells like? Probably like a very warming, it's probably just teak wood.
Ergodemise. Says. Haha. Tooth pasta. Says. Yummy.
Yummy indeed. Okay, I gotta do, okay. I made way too much blue. I know that for next time. I need to quick move some shit around. Sorry, this is supposed to be a PG Christian stream. I'm sorry for the swears. I had another paint vessel and I misplaced it.
Ergodemise. Says. Wouldn't the Resident Evil cult be better for the marketing bucks with the release of Resident Evil 3?
I love Resident Evil so much, I honestly have no idea if there's a cult in that video game. Or do you mean the Spaniards in 4? I feel like that wasn't like outright addressed as a cult. I'll be back in a second, Twitch chat.
Says. More like the fan base. Ergodemise. Says. Laughing face.
Very delayed boom got him. Just gonna kind of push, not really so much dry this, just push it around on the table. I feel like something about this is gonna make me lose my security deposit on this apartment, but, you know, live and learn. You missed it the first time, everybody, if you did not get to peer into the bucket, the goop bucket, earlier in the stream. Very hard to open. I just sprayed latex all over my laptop. Okay. Okay, just a quick informal poll. Next color, red, green, yellow.
Ergodemise. Says. Team Goop reporting in.
Actually, yeah, do you guys have a preference in color next?
Game_overture. Says. Slippy Toad Green.
Slippy Toad Green. I don't know if we're gonna get... I don't know how this is gonna turn out, if it's gonna be quite Slippy Toad, but we've got a... Nope, not that camera. Probably not this one either. Thallow. In like high school art class, we thought thallow was the funniest word in the world. Would turn to each other and be like, "Oh, make sure you have some more thallow blue." It's not funny, I guess, but it's funny when you're 15 and sniffing glue in AP art. Let's get... Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Ergodemise says, I think if you make someone a mod they can run a poll for you.
I don't think there's that many people watching right now, so if anybody wants to sound off. You only have 3 options. Because I'm not doing color theory for this.
Ergodemise
Mostly because I have no idea how it'll dry.
says, but I'm not 100% sure.
Are you applying to be a mod in my stream? Because position's open. It pays $0 an hour. But a lot of exposure. This is maybe my most watched stream so far, so on the come up. I know how much you internet types love your exposure bucks.
Ergodemise says, lots of exposure to weird smells.
Haha, buzzinga. It's kind of weird, like as it's starting to dry, it does smell more and more like the kaiju suits, and it is kind of like a weirdly comforting smell to me now. But also like kind of anxiety inducing. I get really anxious before shows still. Progressively less, but I think I have a lot of stage fright.
Kumahara says, nostalgic SMELL.
Smell. That was weird, sorry. Yeah, this is actually like trying into a very nice color. It's definitely getting darker.
Ergodemise says, is it like how some people like the smell of gas stations? Kumahara says, Steve before show, oh man I'm so nervous.
See where this goes. Also, yeah, I do like the smell of gas stations, so. Is there more to that impression, Kuma, or is that it?
Kumahara says, Steve during show, does 450 moonsaults and dishes are 19 super kicks.
Yeah, very much known for my moonsaults. And not my sort of climbing to the top rope and slipping. Throwing out a lot of arm bars.
Kumahara says, Steve after show, happy birthday Dan.
Hope we're getting all those high resolution cameras, getting all the nice swirls, swoops and swirls. I'm doing this because I think that if I were to add the acrylic, all those too. If I paint the acrylic on top of the latex, I think that it's gonna make more of a hard shell. I think it's better to dye the latex to add a layer of paint. And you want to use acrylics because it's acrylic and is a pretty much a latex. Also, I'm only doing the painting on stream. I can do another stream if people are interested in how to actually like carve the foam, because it comes as like a big rectangle. Maybe I'll do it on the kaiju stream for how I did the squid hat. Squid hat! But it's one of these bad boys. They're classic turkey carvers. Electric knife boy, but I feel like I don't want to do that on. Tell me how this sounds. I didn't want to do any carving because it sounds like I feel like it's gonna be an audio nightmare. But is that bad on the ears? Is that ruining the vibes?
Kumahara says ASMR. Ergodemise says
Shit.
It is very much an audio nightmare.
Okay, that's what I thought. Sorry about the vibes. The vibes will return. Starting now.
Ergodemise
Oh shit.
says you could turn some controller buttons into switches to mute and change scene.
Oh, true, yeah, I'm gonna make like... Shit, I just spilled fucking paint on the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna make somebody like a really nice, like pillowy stream deck. Like a very kawaii uwu. Just like push on your teddy bear stomach. And it changes camera.
Kumahara says at Ergodemise that'd be cool. A big punchy stream deck.
I mean, I guess you could punch it. I still thought an uwu one would be better. I don't watch a ton of streamers, so I feel like I have a preconceived notion of what streams
with squeaky
like.
sounds. Ergodemise says like dog toys.
Yeah, I feel like that's your aesthetic, right? I've watched some of your streams. Very cuddly, very honk honk. People are messaging me in Discord, I'm like trying to ignore it.
Ergodemise
Just get back to
says
them.
doot.
Doot. Yeah, I should pick up Doom Eternal and I should pick up new Resident Evil, and yet I'm still playing Animal Crossing. And I still have to make my own video games, so. Yeah, I think the graphic in the panel on my Twitch profile is a screenshot from the old version of the game I'm working on right now.
Kumahara
If you were curious.
says Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Yeah, probably Resident Evil. I was kind of surprised. I was flipping through Twitter.
Ergodemise
I don't know if you guys know
says,
Trevor Henderson, the horror
I'm
artist.
not picking up Doom until I have an idea what the future DLC is looking like.
That's a good point. Yeah, Trevor Henderson, a popular horror artist, seems like he was not super sold on Resi 3. Which I don't know. I don't hold his opinion like such high regard that I would discount all the people telling me it's good or make up my own mind based on the evidence, but I thought it was interesting. But also, did they push the multiplayer portion of that back or something?
Kumahara says, it's a tough act to follow.
Yeah, 2 was really good. Or I don't know if you meant 3 is a tough act to follow.
Kumahara
Confusion
says, no, the multiplayer is there.
Oh.
Kumahara says, it's like Culdicept. Kumahara says, we should play it.
We should play it. Perhaps even on a Twitch stream. Imagine one day I'll just be here painting latex and then like pause in the stream and be like, hey, you know what you need while you're painting latex? Some Raycon earbuds. Raycon really lets you hear the goop. You know what I like to do when I'm not painting foam? I like to play Raid Shadow Legends. Please sponsor my goop. Anyone.
Kumahara says, brand deals, baby.
Brand deals, baby. So like clean brush, clean vessel, I'm getting way less of the chunks. Still some. Definitely smoother. All about using the good tools. You know, set yourself up for success. Yeah, Kumo, this was my... I wanna spoil this for everybody.
This stream is brought to you by Septa. Please don't come near us, you dirty peasants.
Septa's great right now, the quarantine. Yeah, Kumo, this is my idea for the kaiju helmets. So I've got this like Green Man, like this spooky hood thing, like a lycra situation. I put it over this like boxing headgear. He like makes a very good like base, kind of like a lucha mask, like Ophidion's old see-through mouth situation. You just mount, start building the costume on top of it.
Kumahara says, neat.
Thanks, I think it is neat. It's definitely a lot easier to like be inside of than the other helmet setups, I think. Oi, silly. As a amateur boxer, I find it easier to be in the boxing headgear than just a pile of foam.
Says, that looks like it would be sweaty as hell.
Yeah, that's an unavoidable fact of the costumed athleticism. Gonna get sweaty. But I think this way, since it's like intended to be sweated in, it's easier to take like a Clorox wipe and just swipe that around in there. Green. That's really all I have to say about foam technology. Let's see if I can do this all in one go. Just waiting for the blue ones to dry, but I think. Get on. You can also tell, like, these ones, kind of the first ones, the first foam I ever cut, the electric knife. They're really rough. It's pretty tough to get a perfectly circular thing going. I'll probably have to revisit it, at least for that, or find a solution. I think if I use just a serrated bread knife, I could kind of refine the shape. There's a lot of these things. It's a lot of time. Trying to make my Animal Crossing village nice. Really hard to. I got the Godzilla. The mech is like pretty hard to get all the crafting mats for. Nothing against time traveling. I just think it's like it's its own weird amount of work to do to get stuff done. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to live that life. Down somewhere. Animal Crossing's real good. Also, I'm really in love with this green color. It's a lot more like the PlayStation triangle green. Phthalo green.
Decodering says, "Hi Steve."
Decodering. Decodering. That's not even close. Hey, decodering. Also, if you missed it before, this was my
Decodering
cool little hunk of
says,
skin.
"LMAO."
All the latex that dried on my Talenti jar. Is that a good audio experience? You're the guy. This is my ASMR where you're the guy who played the fish man in Shape of Water, and it's taking your makeup off after filming for 15 hours.
Humahara says, "Tingles."
Tingles. Excuse me, got the Rona. That's a bad joke to make. I just have allergies and the windows are open.
Ergodemise
Check this out.
says, "Kedgels."
Excuse me? Check this technique out. We're gonna just pause. Boom. I'm on the fence between wanting these streams to be like chill Bob Ross hangout times and just like Brad Leone
Ergodemise
screaming.
says, "Yet, frost that cake."
Oh, frost that cake, girl. Goop gang, goop gang, goop gang. See how I like didn't make enough?
Decodering says productivity increased 400%.
Give me that Skyrim level up. Latex increased to 100. Yeah. I'm also more than happy to talk about the actual like video game part of this video game, but I feel like I'm also gonna do maybe more like dev streams now that it's kind of like a lot of the dumb tooling around is done.
Says high waving hand sign.
Oh, what's up? Everybody should go check out Spinelli streams.
Do you have a spinny thing like a record player or Lazy Susan so you can just spin them in place? Kumahara
Not putting these on my record
says, do not talk about video game.
I'll talk about video James all I want. He knows what he did. Yeah, everybody in the chat's streams are excellent. They stream way more frequently than I do, so make sure you don't follow Ergo and Kumo and Spinelli. Go give them a follow. Give them your subs, give them your bits. Like your Twitch bits, don't no unsolicited photos of your bits.
Ergo Demise says, don't listen to him chat, I'm awful.
That's categorically
Ergo
false.
Demise says, the fumes are getting to him.
Ergo, I wanna play Apex with you, but my computer's bad. But I will play Apex at 30 frames a second with you.
Ergo Demise says, have you tried the GeForce Now thing? Kumahara says, I have a good computer but I'm bad at Apex.
Trade you.
Decodering says, follow at Limit Dexpacer Club in place of me.
Wait, Ergo. Is it ergo or ergo? Is it ergonomic or like... I'm stupid. Also, what were you saying about some kind of NVIDIA?
Ergo Demise says, Ergo Demise says,
Computer lady got it right.
Ergo.
I'm stupid.
Ergo Demise says, egg roll. Ergo Demise
Egg roll demise.
says,
Terrible
NVIDIA streaming thing.
Video streaming thing. I have not. Is that like I can play it on a server and they'll beam it to me?
Decodering says, Google Stadia but not.
Ah. The not is very key.
Ergo Demise says, correct. I have a buddy who is paying like $5 a month for it because his computer is having issues.
$5 a month, that's...
Ergo Demise says,
stop paying for PS Now.
It
so.
uses your own gaming accounts to play games.
Alright. I'll look into that, because I'm I'm working from home, but I could not take my work machine home. So I got very good at Apex when I can play it at the right resolution and frame rate. I'm very bad when I have to play it at home at no frames a second, and the resolution's so low that I cannot see.
Humahara
I can't see the
says,
fire bombs go off.
I've been using Steam Remote Play with Work Any.
Yeah, is the remote play good? Hey, what's the reviews? Give me some gamer opinions in the chat. Oh, I have to separate these out. BRB, take this out.
Humahara says, yeah, we were playing Lethal League Blaze from my account. She was using her 2016 MacBook. Ergo Demise says, I found it spotty. Games like Overcooked are tough to play because of delays.
Yeah, I know, one of my friends, or acquaintance, friends kind of bold of me. Person I know was trying to stream Alex to her girlfriend back in... She's streaming out of Japan to her girlfriend in Seattle, and she said she had to do a bunch of dark wizardry. She was tweeting about it to get the latency down.
Decodering says, I think Remote Play needs Ethernet.
I'm sure. Okay, hear this song playing right now? Is this still... This is still Silent Hill. Tell me that's not the opera singing from, crap. Necrodancer. This sounds like the Necrodancer shop. I'm gonna ask Danny B if I bump into him ever again. If there's a correlation. Is this like opera sample? Love to name drop people that I bumped into twice at a GDC, like I am friends with them. Anyway. Yeah, so I have to like set up a drying situation because I do not want my cat getting into the wet latex.
Kumahara says, you gonna mess around with Persona 5?
Am I gonna mess around with Persona 5? No. I have not messed around with any Persona game, and I am not gonna start now. The most Persona I've ever consumed is Giant Bomb's endurance run of 4, because I think it's really funny watching a bunch of grown-ass men who hate anime slowly fall in love with anime.
Ergo Demise says, it wasn't a question. It's a demand.
Wait, is Persona 5 is that coming out on a new thing? Or is it the new... They always make like 10 versions of those games. Gold? Switch Gold? Dancing All Night Fighting Revelation? But yeah, this is darkening up a lot.
Says, the update just came out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have the time to sacrifice to Persona game, I think. I'm not a big RPG guy. Again, I'm like very smooth brain, no thinky. I don't know if I'm holding this up to a camera as I do it. It's a pretty gray day. The lighting in here is not ideal anymore.
Ergodemise says, Tom Nook has you working 2 jobs in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, but I don't know. Animal Crossing is like fucking around when people stop by and they're like, wow, I'm really impressed with what you fucked around with. Persona is like, you want to be alone more? And critically aware of how alone you are in real life. Maybe a little. You can kind of, I don't know if you can on the camera, but the edges of this one are getting a lot darker blue than the periwinkle it kind of goes on as.
Lake Upo says, I'm happy
what's
to
up,
listen
Upo?
to True from Silent Hill 2. Lake Upo says, also, hey.
Also, hey. Getting a lot of latex in my arm hair, it's very fun. You like the satisfaction you get of rubbing, like peeling Elmer's glue off your hands? It's kind of like the antithesis of that. I need to see if I have another container to do another color in. I have no idea how long I've been streaming for. Guess I could check the check the Silent Hill music where I'm at.
Ergodemise says, 125.
125. Yeah, if you want to listen to this music yourselves, it's Silent Chill Redux on YouTube.
Lake Upo says, have you played Foundation yet?
Yeah, I wrapped up Foundation. I liked it. I didn't I forget the name of it, the thing before like the challenge room thing they put out last year. I kind of bounced off of. So it was cool getting finishing out my stats, you know, leveling everything up. I think it had some of the best side content so far, like all the audio logs and stuff. I thought were really good. Some really funny ones, some really spooky ones. I liked they have the side quest, the Sayonara Wild Hearts ass side quest they put in. When it started, I was like, hell yeah, this is so good. And then I like died 8 times doing it, and you have to do this Dark Souls run back to it, and I was like, I don't feel cool. They keep making me fight this like shielded flying guy, and I keep falling off the train, trying to fight him in the air. Oh shit, got through it, but I don't know. And just like the base, like I really liked it, but just like the base game of Control, just got to the end and was like, oh, which is partly like I just want there to be more control to play, and two, I think I liked this boss fight more than the not boss fight the main story had, but still, because it's like a game about crowd control, so at least this final boss fight has crowd control as its like main, like its core conceit.
Lay Cupo says, Swift platform felt like memorization after a while.
Yeah, like having to remember who's coming up on like the next train. Like it got to the point where there's like the 3 regular soldiers show up on the train next to you near the beginning, and I would like I'm playing it on my on the launch PS4, so another kind of graphics nightmare. But I was like headshotting them before their models loaded in, just because I knew where they were gonna show up. Oh shit. Why the camera overheated? Gotta give that a break. Stick to the old Logitech, the old workhorse. These like the Logitech 920s, C920s or whatever, are very hard to come by now. I don't know if everybody bought them up for quarantine, but I feel like I got mine for like $70 a year or 2 ago. Now they're like back up to 100. Everybody wants to get famous on Twitch. Not me. I want a character in a full latex costume to get famous. I just happen to be the guy inside the latex. Trying to put the company over, not myself, you know? All ships rise in the harbor of in the bay of latex. All monsters rise. This is a terrible metaphor. Yeah, let me check real. You can look at the very cool view, West Philadelphia.
Decodering says, in the Bay of Latex, all monsters get horny?
Like uncontrollably horny. That's all we got for the sound. Yeah. That's the good shit. Hour of this. Yeah, wait, I forgot what I was doing.
Space_bit says,
Don't read that out loud.
https://www.youtube.com/watch v equals 3c_2bb3n6ysnt equals 40s.
I have to go mess with those settings, huh? Yeah, if you want to check it out, that's the trailer for an old version of the game I'm working on to give you kind of an idea what these controllers are going to get used for. Game, it's going to look a little different, play a little different. I don't know if you can even tell how it's played in the video, but that was like my MagFest indie submission when I got into MagFest in 2018.
Says, I found that the bot ignores any message that starts with an.
Oh yeah, there's probably like a default thing. Yeah. Default exception. Did you know that's called a bang, not an exclamation point? Sometimes. Like,
Ergodemise says, you're a bang.
Sorry about that, trying to find more. I'm running out of plastic things to put latex in. Shout out to Earth Balance. I'll switch up the music a little bit. I might not stream for much longer, but you're gonna get some like German techno for the last bit of this. I was hoping to get through all 4 colors, but I honestly don't know if I have a 4th thing to put paint in right now. That's like really bright. I think it's kind of hard to see. Whatever. I ain't no cameraman. Watch me struggle with blinds live on stream. That's something, kind of. Also, shout out to P-Lander Z. Shout out to P-Lander Z, baby! Oh shit, it's 5 o'clock, hold up. It's 5 o'clock, baby. Here's to the weekend. This is why we hydrate. Again, Pabst, if you're looking to sponsor somebody. If you like latex, if you like German techno, if you like monster wrestling, if you like video games, if you hate gender, we've got it all, baby. Got all the things that are good in this world.
Kumahara says, I haven't had a beer or alcohol since early February, straight face.
That's what I wanted to be like, because I thought I was gonna be having my first kickboxing tournament in June, and then the world ended, but on the bright side, the kickboxing tournament didn't get canceled, just got moved to October. So gonna get fit in the summer and be really hot in the fall. Just get really shredded and hide it under some nice sweaters. Also, I want to show the stream what I got in the mail today. It's very sick.
Decodering says, kick the leaves. Kumahara says, my ABS is coming in.
My ABS. Getting some piping. I don't want the stream to get political or anything. I just think I don't care one way or the other. I'll fight you. I just think it's a cool poster. But also, like, obviously, Bernie. What am I doing? Let's get it rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Goop Gang. Camera 1, Goop Gang. Very different attitude in this part of the stream. I think I might need to chat on my. Don't really know how to get the latex out of the bucket in a way that doesn't waste a lot of latex. Things to figure out moving forward. Maybe get some sort of ladle. Ladle. Trying to not put my big back in front.
Ergodemise says, syringe/turkey baster.
Oh, you mean a Canadian squirt gun? I've made that reference like multiple times in the past couple days. I hope you watched Ed and Eddie growing up and got that joke. And if not, check out those like 24/7 Cartoon Network streams on YouTube. Don't know why you're watching this gross shit. You could be watching cartoons. Yeah, the bot censored that one.
Kumahara says, just got my weighted blanket out of storage, it's over for you bitches.
I didn't set any like swear words. I don't know if the auto has swear words, and I don't know why benches is in that, but very funny. Okay, someone in chat shouted out red or yellow. Where are we going next?
Kumahara says, if you awake you fake. Ergo demise says, yellow. Lay Cupo
I'm saying 2 for yellow.
says,
Sorry, I'm ahead of the
red. Kumahara says, yellow.
I'm excited because it's so I inherited a bunch of acrylic paint from a friend who gave up on painting in college, and most of it's kind of dried out or messed up because college was kind of a long time ago. So this is yellow oxide, which I kind of like the look of better than like a mustard yellow. In the words of a very famous plumber, here we go. A lot of cat hair in this already. It's good because I'm putting yellow in the butter, in the Earth Balance butter container, so I don't get confused later.
Says, is it a rather mellow yellow?
And I kept putting my face into it so I can get a better smell of it. Yeah, big dummy. It literally looks like the butter that it used to be. You might think the camera's on a tripod, it's actually on a lamp. That is adding no light to the shot, so. Very cool. Meant to buy more acrylic when AC Moore was closing. Yeah, it looks shockingly like the soy-free vegan butter. You can also see like the green is dried like way darker. as compared to kind of like wet. Green, still pretty pastel-y. It's looking nice. I'm happy with the way the colors are coming out. I'm not quite sold on the mouthfeel. Yeah, there's no way to say this without it being kind of concerning, but I've been drinking more than I used to. Which is to say, like, like, the past couple months, past 6 months, maybe I really didn't drink at all. Now I'm in my house all day. Working from home. Surviving. Now I'm just, drinking a little more. Where did I put... Oh, it's fucking behind me. Dude. Wow. That's it. It's like... Brush number 3. I was kind of like, boy, it seems like a lot of brushes, but it's really not enough, probably. Let's get like a... Yeah, I feel like these should be... Eventually they should be like bright, a really saturated, vibrant neon kind of vibe. But outside of like what the game needs, I'm a big fan of a nice, muted, subdued yellow. Like a real... There's also, I definitely got green in this, and it's gonna fuck up everything. That's very exciting. Yeah, like a nice, really gray, steely yellow. A good gray color is nice, pretty much whatever. Gray blue, gray yellow. I don't know how I feel about this music for this moment, but I don't really feel like looking for other music right now. Actually, that's not true. Very slick DJ transition that's about to happen. I can talk less. This is gonna get me fucking thrown off Twitch. This is a very good album. Just dropped. Thundercat. Which also got me listening to Jaco Pastorius, old jazz bassist. Thundercat brought him up in an interview on Vice or whatever. My buddy Dan was telling me about Jaco. A really good 70s bassist, played with like with Weather Channel and Joni Mitchell. Like Joni Mitchell's touring bassist. I don't really fuck with jazz a lot. But if you're good, you're good. Little funk edges, moments in there. But like good belly angles. Gotta make sure some of these old ones don't stick together if they're drying. Running out of places to have stuff dry. Other issue. Camera. It's gotta connoiter a little bit. Big wireless. Figure out that tangle of wires later. It's fine. Can't worry about everything at once. Nuts. Song features Lewis Cole. He's very good. Very funny. Span Knower does a lot of good songs. His solo stuff also very good. Got a song with Wolfpack, also very good. All the copyrighted music in French, man. Ooh! Stop tripping. That's an Olympic Meal Time reference. Do not know if that is still on the internet. Hope no one on that channel ever gets canceled. I liked it a lot. if you don't get the top and bottom humor of the stream, that's okay. Just, it's 2020, and I think you should explore yourself a little more. It's like, I guess I could paint latex on the bottom as a way to, like... Eventually the final product, they're going to be kind of like mounted on a structure. But for now, they're just kind of like lie on a table while I test. Just on the floor and on the table. Eventually the ones... So... There's going to be 2 buttons that you punch and 2 buttons that you step on. And eventually the step on buttons I'm going to replace with like a proper DDR mat situation. So, eventually these are going to be very different, but for right now, for testing purposes, this is good. I'm gonna learn a lot before I make the kaiju suit. Gonna get, you know, some practice just kind of laying it on thick. The kaiju suit's gonna be a mix of dyeing the latex with paint and also just like painting on top to get the details. The other thing I've been working on off camera is setting up little, instead of doing molds, kind of just like painting out latex into shapes on like foil, a little Pam, and peeling them off the foil to do like veins and little details rather than trying to do them directly on the suit and do them as like appliques. Shout out in the chat if you're a fan of appliques. 3 down, which is technically 6 down. Let's go to Japan and wonder why all these women don't like me. I feel kinda fly next to you, baby girl. How do I look in my do-rag? Love me through the night, endlessly. When I make love to you, lose your time. How do I look in my do-rag? So I'm once again running out of things to contain the paint situation. To buy a new box cutter, fuck the blade up on this one. Cheers. Still got some root beer in this. Last button is gonna be the red button. Got red, blue, and yellow done, so. If you're wondering about the music, this is a transformative work, so I can't go to jail. I ran out of paper towels. I'm not trying to open another one. Just kind of get messy with this one. All over the floor. This is the content. It's later. Oh, and it's on the floor. Oh. You win some and you lose some. So gross. It's flaking off my hands. Try not to flake it into the latex. Try not to put more chunks in there than there will already be. And then there's Chunky. He's dead. Alright, this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna go to dinner, so maybe another 15-20 minutes. So I have the camera colors played with a little bit. This one came out kind of pink, but as I've discovered, they've all dried pretty a lot darker than they started as. I'm trying to figure out where my cat is so I make sure it doesn't eat any of the latex I just spilled. I like redlining the mic when I open a can. I hope you do too. After this, gonna eat some pizza, play some Animal Crossing. The other thing is my PC is not good enough to play Resident Evil 3 on it, so I'd get it for PS4. But then I can't see Thomas the Train. This Nemesis, it's like, what's the point? Yeah, if you're hanging out in chat, there's a lot of people in chat that I think have some very good streams. I would definitely recommend Ergo Demise, Umohara, Spinelli. Ergo's a good streamer despite what he was saying earlier. And Kumo gets a lot of interesting people together. Spinelli does some very good roller coaster tycoon content, which I cannot. I mean, that's just good. This is good times. I don't know who else is in chat, but I know Tooth Pasta was here earlier. She's been doing some good, making tiny food. It's very satisfying. She also has a very good cat. Her cat should probably have her own Twitch. This looks proper red on camera, but IRL it looks kind of pink. So I'm glad the camera, at least on my monitor, is kind of tilted. That's gonna be more accurate to how it dries. Kind of nice to be able to see that. And if you scroll up in chat, I posted a link to the video game that these controllers will be used for, or an old demo of it. It's gonna be a little different, and I'm gonna try and start doing maybe some dev streams. The actual game, the actual Unity stuff. So I got through a lot of the boring tooling around, figuring out kind of what I want to do to build it, for the most part, for some of the parts. It's a rhythm game called beatboxing. So I figured out the rhythm and the sort of note chart building flow, more or less. There's still some things to think about, things that'll change, but it's good enough now to get a prototype going. Which I did. This will be. I've been working on this game since 2014, 2015. Just keeps taking different shapes and different forms, and this is the one that I'm just like, if it's good or bad, I'm gonna see it through to the end. Just to say it's done. Just to finish it. Started it with a friend after we graduated. I'm kind of solo in it now. For a long time I thought it was going to be kind of a more standard, controller video game. Then I met all these nice people from the Death by Audio arcade, the indie arcade at MagFest. Just a really creative bunch, like Baby Castles, doing a lot of interesting stuff. I went to GDC and saw Alt Control and kind of fell in love with that kind of stuff. So I wanted to make this boxing game, this rhythm-based boxing game, because I felt that Punch Out and stuff has like has an innate rhythm to it. So it made sense to me that it'd be a rhythm game. Like, what if you just were playing Punch Out to music? And I think that trying to just kind of mash up genres is maybe not a good design philosophy. I think a lot of games you could maybe summarize as mashing up genres, but I think it's hard to be happy with the thing that comes out of that process. Because I was never happy with it. Was either too much of a rhythm game or too much of a punch out. It never quite met that, you know, that 50-50 it was in my mind. Until I was like, what if it's a rhythm game, but you have to play it by boxing? You like, you know, put the boxing feeling physically on your body. So that's why I'm making these controllers. Which, like, as I've been working on it, or thinking about it, working on it, all this stuff, I realized it's not a very accessible game anymore. That's a bummer. So it's definitely one to reflect on. How to give this, you know, this feeling that I kind of, you know, I think games are about kind of making a player think and feel a way. How can I make, you know, differently abled folk than myself kind of get that feeling? I think this album's done. And the stream on a high note. A lot of energy for these last couple pieces of paint. Again, I think this was too much. I made too much paint, made too much latex. I think some of these might need another coat though. Who knows? It's been kind of a long stream, so I was gonna show off the Unity project, but my laptop's kind of not having it with cameras and Unity and everything running at the same time. Gonna have to figure that out. It's dropping frames like crazy. It's also the current version of Firefox is very memory hungry. So maybe I'll go back to Chrome. I can't imagine that's better. Also, my computer's under a lot of strain because I'm working from home. I'm a professional game dev by day. It's my day job as well. Just like the weight of all the stuff for our project is a little too much for my home machine. Yeah, it's been good. This has been a good stream, at least in motivating me to get all these done. So, if you were hanging out at any point, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. It's helping me out in a lot of ways. Hopefully I'll get a better camera setup soon. I mean, I'm happy with my camera setup. It's just my DSLR overheats and dies because I don't have an external battery or AC adapter for it yet. actually hope this red dries close to this color. I really like it. This pink's really, really nice. Yeah, in this Thundercat interview, he talks about, not that we're not listening to Thundercat anymore, this is my own, but Thundercat is talking about like being young and not knowing when to slap bass, like where in a song is it appropriate to slap bass. You slap when you need to be heard. Slap the bass to go, hey, bass time. Don't slap bass over the guitar solo. See? So you slap him now, because the bass is in like a good conversation with the guitar part. Get those slaps going, a little pop. Like, hey. Thought guitar was important. Let me tell you about bass guitar. I'm sure this is synth or samples played on a DAW or something. Alright. That's it, baby. That's our latex controllers, or latex paint on our foam to build these controllers. So, do a little tour for 4 colors. Got just like a lot done. A lot of stuff painted up. So this will be, I'll probably, off camera, maybe have to do a couple more coats or something. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be doing more dev streams, be doing more latex streams. Probably gonna be working on a monster suit. This guy over here. I'll be working on over the Kaiju Big Battle channel, probably. Maybe this one. It'll definitely be hosted here anyway. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Surf's up forever. Oh, my cat's here. Meow, 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 meow. Bye.